In the vast universe of odd numbers, suppose we pick 3 consecutive ones. Could all 3 of them be prime numbers? And if such triples exist, how many are there? Let's assume that they do. Let the smallest number be n. Since the numbers are consecutive odd integers, the other two must be n plus 2 and n plus 4. Now, let's investigate whether all 3 numbers can be prime at the same time. We want to examine what happens with these numbers in terms of divisibility by 3. We will use modular arithmetic. When we say n is congruent to 2 modulo 3, we mean that when n is divided by 3, the remainder is 2. Now suppose n is congruent to 2 modulo 3. Then n plus 4 is congruent to 2 plus 4, which is 6, and 6 modulo 3 is 0. So n plus 4 is divisible by 3. That means n plus 4 cannot be a prime number. Next, suppose n is congruent to 1 modulo 3. Then n plus 2 is congruent to 1 plus 2, which is 3, and 3 modulo 3 is 0. So n plus 2 is divisible by 3, and therefore it cannot be prime. The only remaining case is n is congruent to 0 modulo 3. This means that n itself is divisible by 3. For n to still be a prime number, it must be equal to 3. In that case, the 3 numbers become 3, 5, and 7. And this is the only possible case of 3 consecutive odd prime numbers.